Team New Camp Monday message coming to you on an e-commute day for many of you. So no matter where you are, the Monday message will find you. I hope you had an incredible weekend. I had an amazing, awesome weekend. And a big part of that weekend was Lion King Jr. If you missed that show, you missed out. 25 years of education. I've never been to a show more than once. I went and saw it twice because our kids were incredible. Our staff was amazing. The set, the costume, the design. You were literally transformed for that period of time. And it was awesome. It's not lost on me that 2 short years ago, all of that was taken from us. So for me, it was just extra special just to sit and absorb how it is back. And it was back full force, and loved every second of it. So everybody involved in that, student, staff, just thank you for that incredible experience. Also this weekend, I got in a couple of runs because I am getting ready for the Strides for Schools 5K May 7th. Remember, there's a challenge. Can you beat me? I'm going to make sure fewer of you beat me because I am training. Speaking of training, I've switched over recently. I've always had a Garmin Run Watch. I switched over to an Apple Watch not too long ago, and I've been mesmerized by the rings. So those of you that have an Apple Watch, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a mission that you close those rings every day. And it got me to thinking about our work in New Kent, and sort of a leadership lesson through closing your rings. There are 3 rings, those of you who don't know. One's a move ring, one's a stand ring, and one is an exercise ring. And you're on a mission to close those every day. And you start a streak. I've got a pretty good streak going. I know many of you have a longer streak than me, but it starts day by day. And I've already closed one of them today, so I am on it. So 3 things from closing your rings that can help us in our work in New Kent. One is to set a clear goal and to track it every day. So there are 3 goals on those rings, and it is tracked every day. What are you trying to do better? What are you trying to move forward? Is it clear? And then how are you tracking it? So that's 1. 2, there are multiple pathways to achieve the goal. So like my exercise ring that I can close, I can play basketball, I can run, I can row, I can bike, I can do anything to close that as long as it's in that area. Today's an at-home learning day and a PD day. There are multiple pathways to get smarter. Smarter is something you become. You can read a book, you can be a part of a professional development. There are lots of different ways to do it, all going towards that same goal. So that's number 2, multiple pathways to achieve a goal. And the 3rd, and probably my most favorite that I've learned through my Apple Watch and closing your rings, is there's always encouragement when you're lagging behind. Like, we're not always on it. And sometimes I'm a little short on those rings. So 7, 8 o'clock at night, I get a little vibration on my wrist that says, hey, you can still do this. Team New Camp, we're going into the 4th marking period. Hey, you can still do this. We've got this. Set a clear goal. Multiple pathways to make it there. And the 3rd one, encouragement when you're lagging behind. We're moving into the 4th quarter. We need to close those rings every day, leading up to graduation, leading up to end of the school year, leading up to me leading the pack May 7th at Strides for Schools 5K. I want to thank you for being credible. I want to thank you for being amazing. I want to thank you for 2 years later not giving up and not giving in, and giving everything you have to this community. I love it. Just like Lion King Jr., I'm inspired by it. Makes me want to work harder. Just by seeing the work that you're doing. Makes me want to work harder. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. We can close our rings. We can start a streak. We're in this together. Have a great day.